We back, y'all. I was doing too much. I had got too excited, moving the computer and shit. I apologize about that. Let's get back to what this nigga talking about, cause like I said, we need to see why, ultimately, sir, you did not speak up for your friend Diddy. Let me do a big screen for this. So Jay, why didn't you speak up for Sean Diddy Combs? That's all I want to know. Hey y'all, thank you, Love Smart. I appreciate you. Yes, please pull up. The stream will be here tomorrow. So yes, you'll be able to see it if you at work. You can go ahead and come on and replay it. But I'm just really confused though on the whole Jay Z thing, cause like Jay Z, we, you try to play the black people intelligence like we haven't seen you for 25 years with the nigga Sean Combs. When the allegations come out, you know where to be found. Let, do you know how many pictures Jay Z and Diddy got together? Like, let me show y'all. Do you understand? This is not your friend. Diddy, look at all these pictures y'all got together. He even with your wife. All these pictures, bitch, you don't know what's going on with Diddy. You can't speak up for the man. You ain't try to help your friend. That's the real reason why this is one of the reasons why I don't mess with Jay Z any longer like I used to. No matter what this man tried to say, like, you have neglected the black culture. You talking about what you have done for the culture. You have not shifted the culture in any way credential that has helped the black people. I don't want to know. I'm not talking about no scholarships and all of that. As a population, it's not your responsibility, but don't act like you are the Messiah. If you are somebody like a Elon Musk who wants to milk the people dry and get all the money you can and become a billionaire and have generational wealth, then do that. But don't try to act like you one of the good ones. It ain't no fucking good billionaires. All these fucking pictures of you all together. Let's get into this. So you ain't talking about damn Jay, your friend.
Like they didn't say these words, but you know what I'm saying. The energy was like you're new.
Yeah.
Like you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough.
Mhm.
Concept, we did it. That was hard then. Remember, we're not in control of distribution, marketing, anything. We're going like a street level, street team approach to this. And so when we put the album out, that was the win.
Reasonable
And we
doubt.
had some success. And remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was going to go, you was going to hear Reasonable Doubt.
Did you feel that way at the time?
No, at the time, I wanted the deal.
Were you
Well,
dejected?
every single label, huh?
Did you feel like dejected or?
I wasn't. Yes, I was rejected, not dejected.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like every door was, but I always believed in myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment that I thought I'm not good enough for this industry.
Mhm.
At every rejection, I thought, why do they have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking.
They're
not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in a room and you go through this room and you get to the end and you open the door and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and you turn the lights off and it was like pits and snakes. You know, your naive nature just naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. and it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes mundane.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote of something he said about you when he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that showed there's nothing like a complimentary.
I'm glad the commercial came on because, baby, first of all, don't bring up Kanye because you know they don't not talk. That's the first thing Jay-Z said. When you say Kanye, he said, y'all gotta see his reaction, baby. Body language is everything. When you say Kanye, he said, let me bring up something Kanye said. He said, what that bitch say? If he was a woman, that's what he would have said. But listen. What Kanye meant by you always see the wins is he's right, JC. We always only see the wins. We don't see the struggles no more. You don't do no behind the scenes. Beyonce don't do behind the scenes. We just see perfection when y'all motherfucking come out. We know that shit ain't real. And y'all want us to buy more shit from you. It's not. That's why they jumped on your wife's ass talking about she want to put out hair products without it building a community. Duh. Y'all are not getting it through y'all thick billionaire heads. Y'all are too up there in the clouds. So I'm going to let you know. Because they don't nobody want to tell y'all the real shit. I'm going to let you know the real shit today, here today. Why we not fucking with you like we used to. Okay? Yeah, your wife, we're going to go see her sing them old songs. We're going to keep going to see her sing them old songs. But listen. The reason why we're not deep into the culture like you no more is because it's just, you don't stand up. They just, get a backbone. Stand up, bitch. Stand up. They don't even stand up for nothing no more. Come on. What you talking about, man?
Regret to, from you must love me to regret to, soon you understand. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah, or that becomes the perception that it's only wins, and then I do say I will not lose. So I'm going to add to the perception as well.
I was going to say you also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like,
yeah.
Let's let Nesca go 0 for 82, I'll look at you like it's gravy, like, you know?
Yeah, because it's all wins. If I had 0.1 of the nest, I won.
Word.
It's like I had ownership in a basketball team in Brooklyn.
Is that something you continue to apply? Like,
yeah,
when, God forbid,
your greatest good. Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
when you
Don't skip over that.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
So
You just got to know the distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
when did you reach that acceptance of that concept, though?
I read a lot of books early, Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecies, and all these different books, and I was picking up all these gems and jewels on the way. But I was also 26 when I came in, and I lived a lot of life in those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people, been in all sorts of situations, and I came out without a scratch.
BA.
Never been to jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I came out unscathed. It's very rare. And I was always curious after that. Once you reach that part, like I've had delivery, and now I'm like, man, why did that happen? Always questioning, like, why did that happen? Why did it happen that way?
I want to ask you just a little bit about A Written Testimonies, specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started, so
Yeah,
you got
like the day.
The day.
Yeah. My favorite verses off that just jumbled track. I love that track. It's so noisy and just so unorthodox. Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that. Because I wrote about that album. And I said this verse is crazy even if it's offbeat.
Yeah.
And you sasaid that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, I can't say to that.
Yeah, sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment, and it's like, cause sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like Universal Soldier, I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for technology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first, and then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage of. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take it. No one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never going to win like that.
My only question to that, Jay, this is my response. What the fuck did that have to do with the culture? That's what the fuck I want to know. The man is a master of manipulation. I have respect for Jay-Z, but I don't have respect for this new Jay-Z. Like, what? Why are you talking in billionaire talk? I don't like that. Like, it's just so above us, and he just think that it's just like it. And it's not it no more, babes. Yeah, we used to like you talking about all the stuff that we didn't know. Baby, the internet exists now. ChatGPT tell us everything. It ain't nothing that you can tell us that we don't know. In the south of France, and I don't care if you motherfucking go to Milan and get your... we saw you do that online. Let's talk about, like... I don't know. I don't know what to tell him at this point, to be honest, Jay. Because you don't want to speak about the things we want to talk about. You want to talk about you and your wife. Why y'all so secretive after 25 years of being married? We want to talk about, even though we shouldn't. Let's talk about your kids since you all keep bringing them into the spotlight. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about them. Let's see what's going on with them. And then we want to know about you and your motherfucking best friend, Diddy. Fuck everything else you're talking about. Why are you not talking about the same things?
When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful black man is allowed to do, and like breaking these spaces, breaking these confines?
Yeah, I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. In order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you.
Mm-hmm.
No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. But that word comes from a real space. And I want to eliminate all those type of words for us.
Yeah.
Yes, so the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. These are real fucking lyrics.
You've come back to that a lot in the last few years. Like,
yeah.
The more I reveal me, the more they won't kill me. Stuff like that. When you say they, like, who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things at status quo and keep us in a position of using words like allow. So anyone that's culpable in creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. Where it was just like, okay, this is successful black man, make it, let me go to him.
Yeah.
And for help. And they're like, we don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh wow.
Not like out like that, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the energy. It's like you see the energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about how you described last year.
Now that is groundbreaking, because that is the type of stuff that I want to hear. I need to hear like the real shit. Yeah, I get into these rooms with these niggas, the other black billionaires, and they don't even fuck with me. That's the type of shit I like to hear. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. Like, that's the type of real shit. Now, if you was more real like that, we'll fuck with you. Because we need to know this type of stuff. We need to know. If you be like, hey, these motherfuckers ain't fucking with you. And guess what? Even these black motherfuckers that you support ain't fucking with us for real. They all about their dollar. Call them people out too. We need to know. Hold everybody accountable. That's what I say.
As being angry, and for the first time in a while, I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling, and how you pulled yourself out, or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
And saying to pull
I needed the people around me more than ever. Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and just be therapeutic. I'll be able to upload it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like, I'll move on. I had to sit in that for a long time. And luckily I had that. And again, I built this circle that's really safe for me, of people that really love me, not using me. And
do you see what he said? He built a circle around him. That is a crucial. You gotta listen to what niggas say. This is why, Jay-Z, this is why you're not connecting. Them people that you get are yes niggas. You think they not yes niggas? Jay Brown and Jay, all them other people, they are.
This circle that's really safe for me, of people that really love me, not using me, and really care for my best interests.
Get one person that's unsafe for you. One person who's in the street who is using you, who just want to check. Get me. I'm going to tell you the real. Hire me. And I'm going to be like, Jay, look, these niggas lying to you, bro. Do not do that. Look, I would have told him don't do this interview. I would have said, look, this type of interview, you need to do this with Oprah. Because Oprah going to ask you some questions. Even though I want to see two billionaires get down to it. Because, he should have did this with somebody like The Breakfast Club, where they would have asked the questions that I need. Even though I'm talking about people who would ask some good questions. Because this dude is asking good questions, but you could tell that they have a rapport already. He said he emailing Jay-Z and stuff like that. Listen now. We need somebody who is not on your team. Everybody who is in that circle of Jay-Z, they are on his team and on his payroll. Like, even this man doing the interview is on the man payroll. Like, so you are not getting outside opinions. You are getting opinions from everybody. It's an insulated opinion. So that's why you're not getting. It's a disconnect between you, the person, and the actual culture, because you're not able to see that your circle around you is keeping you insulated, keeping you and your wife insulated. Now, the people who are not insulated is Mama Tina and Jules. The credit card's not working no more, so now they down here with the regular people again. So look, I'll get into that. But
So I was able to have that in the time, the most crucial time for me.
Yeah.
Especially people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So, like, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. They just like, save yourself.
Yeah.
So I have partners. I've had big deals with. I called my guy from LVMH. Hey, man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA.
Imagine being able to build anything.
I mean, we wouldn't want you to take a settlement, but if it's not true.
First I have to tell my wife. Let's just back up.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even in me. I know what this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, move on with your life. It was like a testament, because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible. And not only we standing by you, but what do you need?
Yeah.
Did you say that to Diddy? Did you say any of that to Diddy? Because you did that man dirty. I don't care, Diddy. I'm not saying that Diddy is motherfucking innocent. But what I'm saying is, that was your nigga. You slid on him. You might. I feel like you told on him, to be honest. Did you tell on him? Cause you talking about you and your lawsuit. You didn't go through yours till after he went through his. When he was initially going through this, you ain't say shit.
What did you kind of do to come back from that personally or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
What was it like watching Blue come into her own even more on this most recent tour?
That was amazing. Because on the first tour,
she was a little nervous.
There was a lot of conversation around her first performance, and she worked really hard to get to that point. But she still wasn't going for it. She still was like going through the motions, and then after that, she just started going for it. Like, she started fighting back. I saw her fight, maybe for the first time in her life, like fighting back. Like, not everything is just given to her, and everything is easy. She had to fight for that, and she fought for it.
Exactly.
Then to see her do the amount of work, she's almost on every number.
Yeah.
I had to take her off physically on some number. Like, man, you can't be on that stage when she's singing, 6-inch heels. You crazy? That's never gonna happen. Like, it was like that. It was like a fight. She wanted to dance every single number, and that's a lot of choreography to remember. She was 13 at the time. That's a lot. And she was nailing it. She was going crazy.
She was.
Yeah. Jack Blue was a crazy pianist. But she won't let us get her like a teacher. She don't want to be mentored in that way, because she wants it to feel just like fun. She don't want it to be a job. But when she has a perfect pitch. Anything. If she hears a song, she'll be like, play it again, and then she'll play it.
Oh, wow.
Like, she'll teach herself. She'll find the notes, and then she's off playing it. That's just talent. Because we tell her, like, that's not normal, right? And she's just like, no, I just want to play. I enjoy playing. Let me just play. So she doesn't work at that. She worked at this, and it makes me proud that she fought for something that she really wanted to do. I don't think we're going to be able to get off that stage now.
Right.
You pop out like when you want to, you record when you want to, like you're not in that like that stricture.
Yeah, I think
I love that insight from at least one of his kids he want to talk about. Um, but yeah, that was really nice. That was a really beautiful insight on Blue. Cause we don't have no problems with her. We're gonna leave her alone. We love Blue.
4 released a lot. Although it's the hardest album for me to make, it's still hard to. I don't even listen to 444 because it's so. It's the album that I was always afraid to make. You know what I mean? Like you think about, like, man, I want to make an album like it's just like pure and just like vulnerable and just like the real interior thoughts. You know, not like this Superman, like this mythical figure.
So it's interesting for you to like pinpoint that because, like we were saying earlier, the last time you did one of these like kind of real sit downs was around 444 when that had like just happened and just come out. So I'm curious now, like what it's like that it's been some time since that and how you've kind of evolved with those changes and going through that door, like you said.
I'm super proud of the work that I've done and put in, and to be able to do that in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
Like most people, they get to, go through their things, very privately.
You took it on tour
live every night. It was so healing for to like everything is love. That's a real chapter in life that it got recorded.
Everything is love. You're rapping like really like there's some crazy verses on there where you're just like flowing nuts. Like friends and nice, like
thank you. And I'm a fan of my wife's creativity. She's a monster in the studio. She can hear like a sound off of like a drum 8 months prior. And you're like, what happened to that drum that was, remember that song? I'm like, no.
That's Virgo.
She'll pull out a drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like, she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you're in that type of energy. People bring music and it's just a vibe. So those verses were just crafted because we were just having a good time.
It feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I noticed your name in the liner notes a lot too. Like I can kind of picture you like in the studio pulling a unicorn as the uniform you put on.
Yeah, but again, it's that energy. Like I know what she's trying to accomplish. And anything that I can contribute. I mean, my family, first of all.
Right.
I thought it was super important and a challenge and fun to be in the room.
Does that give you some of your own creative spark to get back to your own zone and get the pen out?
It actually does the opposite.
Really?
I'm actually fulfilled in that space. You know what I mean? Just to be like, a small cog in that wheel. I'm getting out that creativity. But again, I was just so like heavy, and I don't know how to make music that's not reflective of how I'm feeling at the moment. It would have been fiery, but I don't know. I don't know if it done more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, because I have a lot of like scratch ideas, and they're like all bad. I gotta be honest, they're bad. It's just like all bad.
The streets really wanted you on that Clips album.
Yeah, I was close. But I think I think the first thing that I say, it has to be said from me. It can't be like I don't want to be so rigid with it though. I'm gonna keep that open. I'm gonna take that back. But at that moment, I was like, yeah, I want to do something, but in order for me to move forward, I gotta get this shit out. I gotta get it out.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens
that would have been a perfect time to get a Clips verse off. It could have been one of your classic verses, remixes, or that you put out. Like I loved his songs he used to do with Jeezy and stuff, like back in the day, where he would go in depth about his life and it would just be like a one-off. Like that would have been a perfect time, to be honest.
Putting on for the culture. What does it mean to you to be at the helm of a cultural event so important as the Super Bowl?
everyone should experience music in its totality. And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we got the opportunity to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's the most famous people in the world.
Statistically supported.
It's like I'm not like I didn't pick like the indie artist that I really like from Portland. The number one streamed artist in the world.
Right.
Him.
Right.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was it a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the stats show Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like this is the music of our time, and it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the. I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists will be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you get a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave, and it speaks to who he is as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
He could have made it a little easy on himself.
Right.
Just aesthetically and like with the.
No. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The artistic choice to play
the new album,
the songs,
was a choice,
and
brave in front of that big of an audience. Because
Right.
even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have a high respect for him already. But like even more, my respect was like, he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Well, can you do a song?
I have to ask you
Can
this
I say
only
that?
as a participant in.
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef.
Well, until now.
As a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like that. That's presumptuous. I think that look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right? There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And so graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Break dance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in certain places.
Yeah.
And even in major art and like Keith Haring
Yeah.
and Basquiat, actually, street artists,
Yep.
took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right. Yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the
Not
last
the Drake
pillar is
DJ.
battling. We love the excitement.
Was that a shot?
And I love
Hold on.
the last pillar. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
Half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ?
Was that a shot at Drake? You gotta watch what people say. Why was Drake even on his mind? We didn't even bring up Drake. They was talking about.
There I go
You
again.
just gotta watch what people say. That was weird.
I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. And I love the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it. They almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what
Not
he makes.
necessarily.
No matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing, and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to
We know that you love Drake. We know that you
Doctor?
are Team Drake. If it's Team Kendrick and Team Drake, you are Team Drake. You have done songs with Drake. Y'all love y'all little rivalry that y'all have where y'all think who's gonna be the biggest, who's gonna have the most #1 albums. We know. We know. We know that you like him. Just say that.
The fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing people kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like that. Maybe
Drake
I've grown
did that.
in a space that probably I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing, and you had the battle, it was fun, and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
They're
to.
still talking about it.
Not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song I like this.
Yeah.
It was like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
It's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like.
It does feel
It's just how I feel about
Well,
it.
you
grandpa.
kind of extend it to you, right? Because people made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side. And
No,
he's
he didn't
he's
choose
not.
Kendrick.
What do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year.
Exactly.
I think it was the right choice.
Right.
It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Exactly.
Have at it. Have fun.
That was real. That was real shit right there. He was told the truth. Because he didn't give a fuck. He said, who gonna make me the most money at the Super Bowl? Kendrick. Okay, that's fine. I ain't even got a song with Kendrick. Put the nigga on. And fuck Drake. If Drake would have won the battle, he would have been. But he didn't win. Everybody know that Kendrick won.
It's almost like, not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in there. Like, everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But, like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. All due respect to him, man. I'm fucking old. Dude, respectfully.
I'll shut both of them down.
To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened at Lex and TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Mint Bleak, what is it? The Mint Bleak slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your head. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, it happened. I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember
That's
I was
rough.
like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was
Had to
like,
pick a side.
well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I got clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic, but I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic, you know.
Like I want to hear it,
Yeah.
but I ain't supporting them.
Or
Yeah.
He said clearly Jay-Z is
so it's almost
Fun.
kind of like fostering the same independence that you carry versus like
Right back to the
just
beginning.
being like you're signed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna curate your career in this sort of way.
Yeah.
You know, I never was comfortable with that anyway.
With being
An
in
artist's
charge.
expression should be their expression.
Mhm.
I really much fall back That's I think what happened with Cole. Like just the narrative around Cole is that we didn't love Cole. No, we believed in him enough to let him find his journey.
Yeah.
And he found his path. It took him a minute.
Yeah.
But he found his way.
Mm-hmm.
Was that something that you had to learn yourself though too? Because Cole will tell the story about how like you wanted to sit him with Stargate and maybe think about that single.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance to take his talent and show it to the most people possible.
Yeah.
But his way. You know, I didn't force on it. It's like, here's this record from Stargate, and you putting it out. Like I forced Bleak to make Men Bleak. Is like, no.
I mean, I think that worked.
My little brother. He has to listen. You know what I mean? But like for J. Cole, he has to find his own direction. And I'm going to give him the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, we made big records with Stargate. They made humongous records on Rihanna and blah, blah, blah. And even, I think they made the Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow.
Yep, yeah.
Biggest songs in the world.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to it.
Right.
Fine. All right. You know, so I'm going to present that, but I'm not going to make them do it.
Yeah. What is your relationship with Cole like these days?
Right.
Obviously, there's things behind the scenes, you know, like you know, audits and shit like that gets complicated.
Yeah.
But I think given the chance to prove that you're above board is an opportunity.
Or
So I don't have any negative feelings for him. I'm actually super proud of him and what he's done.
it sounds like you're still, like, when you came in, we were talking about the mixtape, like you're still engaging with the work as a fan, too.
Yeah, Clue sent it to me, actually.
Oh, word?
Clue, not Cole.
Yeah?
He sent it to me, because he's proud, right?
Yeah.
The thing about Clue, like, he had, like, a resurgence behind it.
Yeah. I want to go back to this idea.
That was a shot. J. Cole, he took a shot at you. I'm gonna just let you know. He don't fuck with you for real, for real. Cause anybody who fuck with me ain't gonna talk like that. Ain't gonna talk about me like that. Talking about DJ Clue sent me the mixtape, not Cole. Okay, and bitch, I put it on Spotify, bitch. Everybody motherfucking got it at the same time. Like, and Jay-Z just a slick motherfucker.
Yeah, we were talking about just doing things the right way, even when that comes to like attaining wealth and continuing to amass wealth. We're talking about B-sides. One of your illest lines to me is "Face to the ceiling, race to a billion. Heaven on earth, will his wings still fit him?" So,
Yeah.
like, what's the answer to that question? Is it a constant struggle to maintain?
Your morality defines who you are,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not what you've attained. It's not a dollar amount that changes you.
Yeah.
And if so, what is that dollar amount?
Mm-hmm.
When does it start? Is it 100,000?
Yes, cause
Is it
you
150?
took the words out of my
Like,
mouth,
at what
bitch.
point-
Shut
if it's a cutoff, if it's like all the millionaires are bad, okay. So at
I said
999,000, I'm good. It can't be that way, right?
If I have
It doesn't make any sense.
100,000
The system is
cash,
set.
look, I can make it. But if I have just every month, I just be like, oh, I got $100,000. Oh yeah, bitch, don't even talk to me no more. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's weird.
You know, against me, against us. But I'm talking about my specific struggle.
Yeah.
Everything was against me. My talent, not taking advantage of people, not taking advantage of a system, not creating tax loopholes, not just taking from other people money. No, my talent pushed against all the headwind, and with that success, I've done things with my reach that I wanted to do that was helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And with the system that we have, what are you going to do? Because I don't believe in that. The idea that someone has a certain amount of money, it defines their personality.
Mm-hmm. So when you have like an example like that versus like the kind of, I would say, commonplace public perception that someone would say all billionaires are bad or no one should have $1 billion. Like,
Yeah.
what's the tension in that?
I got to give you the honest answer.
Please.
There's no tension.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you can believe what you want to believe.
Word.
You know, people behave the way they want to behave.
Mm-hmm. You was who you got here.
Was who you was who you got here. That's the makeup of your person. You're going to believe what you're going to believe, and you're going to behave the way you behave.
You're looking at a year that you defined to me as all offense. And, you know, you said that...
I'll be honest, Jay-Z, you should have kept that to yourself. How the fuck you gonna say you don't give a fuck if you think you a billionaire or not? This is the nigga that I knew he was. This is the nigga that I knew this nigga was. And that's why I ain't even mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. Because if you would have been told us you was this nigga, like, that's my whole thing. I knew that this was this nigga, and like, one thing about me, I knew that this nigga acted like this. That's, yeah. Sounds about right, Jay.
You made scratches, and they sounded kind of like fiery and maybe not anything you wanted to put out. So it made me wonder, like, what are the hallmarks of a great Jay-Z album right now? Like, what are you trying to put out there that you would want to put out there?
I don't know yet. I don't know. But I know that we have enough negativity currently. Mm-hmm. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to create currently that's gonna like fulfill me.
Okay.
And make me happy. Because that's most important.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that feeling is, you know, will vibrate and like, you know, touch people in a way with its honesty. And maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm stopping myself from just creating, trying to create something that people like.
Yeah.
Is where I think a lot of artists get jammed up.
Right.
You know,
overthinking it.
Yeah. They just try to make
or reverse engineer. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, you know, they love the feeling of that white hot feeling of when they was it felt new.
Yeah.
Mm. And that newness, trying to create that, is where they get jammed up because you don't know slang and you don't understand. It's sad. It's like it's cringy. Like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Make your type of music.
Right.
Because you ain't doing what you saying you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing in '96. So we need to make that any type of music that approaches that would be embarrassing because it's not authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta make something timeless that I really love and that's really honest and true to who I am.
Makes sense.
You once said to the Russian billionaire that you were doing business with, I think with the Nets or Barclays, Mikhail, and you were saying how he showed you that, like, you both stayed at the same hotel and you were on one floor and you thought you were staying on the highest floor, and then he revealed that there was an even higher floor that he stayed on.
Oh.
And that lesson to you was that there's always a higher floor to climb. So I want to check back in and see if you still feel that way. Like, do you feel like you've reached the highest floor, or there's still floors to climb, and what the next however many years looks for you?
Yeah, they're more stuff. Because I thought the highest floor in the building was the end of it, right? The next step is like owning the building. No, you're staying at my hotel.
That's hard.
I think in that way, if we just stay childlike and stay curious, there's always going to be another level.
That was very interesting, Jay. Very interesting. Ultimately, I didn't learn shit. But, I mean, I could see where you're going. I mean, on your tour that you're on to try to get us back on your side, I'm just like, So my whole thing is, if I'm just left with more questions than answers. Ultimately, Jay, I can't believe you told us fuck off because you a billionaire. I'm still flabbergasted at that. I said, huh? You don't give a fuck? Okay, got it. So we supposed to give a fuck about your albums that you want to put out. Huh? That's what the fuck I want to know. That is what the fuck I want to know. Now let's get into why you got the nephew Jay doing all of this in the streets with Miss Tommy Lee. Cause what is this about? What is this about?
It's hard to be fine when you got somebody on your back.
And now we gotta go get this nigga out of jail. It's been a crazy weekend. Okay.
All I'm gonna say is the credit cards have stopped. The credit cards stopped, baby.
They have you had your grandma gumbo yet?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so what would you rate it 1 out of 10?
I'd give it like an 8.
So why you ain't bring me none? Damn, I'm
Because it ain't Atlanta. Alright. I eat like a kid. So
okay, me too. I
chicken
don't
tenders.
understand my taste buds.
Listen, chicken tenders, pizza.
Why is she making gumbo?
When was the last time you and Beyonce were just able to grab lunch as girls?
We have lunch all the time. Yeah, not at restaurants, but we have our own little nice lunches with all the girls, with Kelly and Solange and my niece Angie. We get together and a couple other friends. We just had a whole movie day to watch Kelly's movie together. And we had lunch and we looked at the movies and we just curled up all evening and had some wine. It was amazing.
This all happened at your house?
No, it happened at B's house, Beyonce's house. She got the big theater.
Theater, so we gotta go to Beef.
Yeah, we gotta go sometimes. Yeah.
Now with their PJs and snacks and
No, we just came over there fabulous for lunch and had a good time.
Y'all see what she said? She got the big theater. You heard that. I'm telling you, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. They cut them credit cards off for the extended family. The Solanges, the Tinas, the Jewels, anybody who not in the Carter household, who got the last name Carter, they don't have a credit card anymore. The Knowles people are cut. Talking about she got the big house. She do got the big house. But why did you have to say that? You gotta know, people don't say things for no reason, baby. You got to. And then this man hosting motherfucking club events. Why is he hosting club events? Then y'all got mad at him because he don't want to do an interview. And he needs money. You heard him say, do I even get, no, this is too funny. But do I get when he said, because I be sending myself stuff, hold on now. When he said that the interviews cost too. I said, huh? The interviews cost, that let me know that he needs some money. I don't think I sent it to myself. Let me see if I can find it right here. One. I don't even feel like looking for it, y'all, to be honest. Because he's not that important to me. And I don't even want to even bring up him anymore. But ultimately, I do not like the fact that they got them niggas out here working. What's this I got? Is this it? He said when you realize ain't nothing but a club and some money being made. And y'all be mad when I come. Bitch! What you thought we didn't want no fucking sex tape? I just hate these people. And look at this. This is when I really was over with Tina. I'm like, she was through with them. Give him hell.
Okay, it's down here.
Give him hell,
Ain't nobody on
Tina.
camera. Huh? Okay, not nobody on that. But you see the ground, right? Yeah. You see the ground? Okay, when you said you didn't ask nobody, to the ground. To the ground. We outside, man. Yeah, we all outside. Yeah. Everybody got their phone.
That's what I'm like. Everybody got their phone, girl. What you come out for if you don't want to be on the camera? These people is funny. J. B. You know what? At this point, Beyonce, I need to hear from you, Beyonce. So this is what I'm going to say. This is my plea to you. Beyonce, please. Can I please do an interview with you? I promise y'all I won't ask any intrusive questions. I'll send you my questions over beforehand. And we can get it popping. But we're going to ask some real questions, okay? Nothing too intrusive. Nothing embarrassing. Nothing like that. Because you know I'm a stand for you. I love Jay-Z too, but I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I can't sugarcoat and say, oh yes, because y'all have a lot of yes people around you. Jay-Z has made that very clear today. The whole sprinkle down, even to the people that anybody that y'all even interact with in your atmosphere has already been given the yes cue. So I don't need you to speak with somebody who is, you know, I'm gonna say it. I'm on a lower level, and we're gonna ask some questions that, you know, can maybe get y'all out of this hot water that y'all in, because I see that y'all trying to get the dirt off y'all shoulders. Let me help you the right way, but the way that y'all are doing it and going about it. No. So we gonna have to come up with a crisis plan. Me and you, B. We both Virgos. We can do this. Me and you can do this. Cause Jay-Z, what the people he got, they know. But also with the Mama Tina and the Jewel thing, thank God Solange has common sense. This girl ain't never acted out of character in 25, 30 years. Other than her beating up Jay-Z in the elevator, she has never embarrassed y'all. But you got your sister is ride or die. She's ride or die. I love her. I see why she beat him up now. I do. Because even she couldn't take his bullshit, and she knows. That's the Sagittarius in Jay. Sometimes he got a little bit of bullshit with him. But you just gotta get through it. But yeah, that is, yeah. Ultimately, I hope y'all like this review of this interview. The next one is gonna be when me and Beyonce sit down. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus. Okay? But yeah. J. B. I'm left with more questions than answers. And then you got 2 concerts that we know gonna sell out, but He need to do 2 more interviews to clear up this first one. That's all I'm gonna say. Got to at this point. Something. But I appreciate all of you for watching. Definitely make sure that you follow me on my page, please. I need as much followers as possible. I appreciate everybody. If you see me on here, feel free to comment. I get to the messages a little slow. I do apologize because I gotta figure out how to get notified of these messages like instantly. So sometimes I'll be like, I got a message, and I don't be seeing it. But that's just be me because I'm a little behind. But ultimately, yeah, Jay. I thought you was gonna say some shit. After 10 years? Okay, bitch. Alright, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Love.